Okay, thanks very much, everyone, for joining. Good morning, first of all. Thank you. So thanks for joining for this WatchGuard webinar today on Wi-Fi in WatchGuard Cloud. Just to introduce myself, my name is Josh Dooley. I am the Senior Security Account Manager at Purdicom. And today I'm also delighted to be joined by Martin Lethbridge, who's the Senior Sales Engineer at WatchGuard. Martin will actually be talking to us today about their exciting new Wi-Fi 6 product portfolio and how to manage the solution in the cloud. Just to let you know that at the end, we'll open up the floor, well, the virtual floor, shall I say, to some questions at the end. So just a little bit about us at Purdicom. We are a fast-growing technology company based in Oxfordshire. We put customer service into our core values and provide a value-added service. And we act as a supply chain partner to many well-established vendors and brands. In terms of solutions, we supply enterprise-level Wi-Fi, point-to-point, and security technologies. And this is great for us because this solution we're discussing today sits well because it's in both the Wi-Fi but also the security sector. So I think, like I say, it's a fantastic product for us to get involved with. And I'm sure once you've seen this webinar, you'll also be impressed. So what I'll do now is just hand you over to Martin to talk about WatchGuard and then discuss the Wi-Fi cloud managed features. Martin, over to you.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay, Josh?
I can.
Beautiful. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Lethbridge. I'm a Senior Sales Engineer for WatchGuard UK and Ireland. I've been with WatchGuard over 12 years now, so I think there's quite a lot I know about them. The main agenda today is we're going to talk about our new offering of the Wi-Fi 6 in WatchGuard Cloud. We'll go through the overview of what's new in Wi-Fi 6 in the product range, and then obviously we'll do the questions and answers. So into Wi-Fi Cloud. Now, for those that don't know, WatchGuard Cloud is our main single pane of glass that we're now starting to bring the ability to manage our APs in. But also, we do manage our firewalls from there, our endpoints, and our MFA. So being able to give you access to be able to control all these different parts of our security portfolio in one place is a very powerful tool. From here, you can actually set up your customers' sites, and you can have individual sites and then obviously spread them out by having different folders. This means that you no longer need to have a physical controller on a site. This is all managed from the cloud. Consolidating everything like, the authentication of domains, customized branding, having the ability to do the inventory of multiple customers in one place, not having to go from one portal to another portal to another portal. The site configuration gives a zero touch deployment. So when it comes to deploying, it's very fast and very easy. If we go in and look at things like the reporting and visibility, now this is going to expand as time goes on. As we appreciate, a lot of people would like to see a lot more reports, and we're adding it on a daily basis. I mean, every 2 weeks we iterate and add new parts in there. But currently right now we have things like the tracking connection of clients, live clients list, device health and status, which is very important, as we all know, for Wi-Fi to understand what is actually going on. Then things like bandwidth usage, channel and signal reports, but also things like firmware versions, which a lot of people don't think is actually quite important, but it is, because here we're able to tell you what devices which need to be updated and what versions they're on. And additional extra logs like syslog, the ability to be able to run the syslogging on your individual APs and handle it. With this, we have the troubleshooting side. So we're able to actually give detailed client information, ease and visibility of signal strength of the clients, detecting of failures and anomalies with the clients, detailed reporting and usage and issues and top clients as well. With the Wi-Fi cloud features, security is something that we've always had at the heart of the matter. So right now, obviously, as we all know, WPA3 is the way to go forward. One of my favorite tools is the lovely Pineapple. Some of you may have seen me on LinkedIn with some of my videos where I show how the evil twin can easily be taken against most APs in our environments. But I'm pleased to say with the WPA3 enabled on our APs, this is not something that can be done. We will be bringing back our security engine into the Wi-Fi 6 later this year. We're just waiting for the final rubber stamps of the patent to be actually give that go ahead. And then like our Wi-Fi 5, the WIPs will be back to be able to protect the Wi-Fi 2, the WPA2 people. But as we all know that we should be trying to force our customers or make our customers switch over to WPA3 because that is the securer way. But I do understand this is not always possible. So with that, with the security side of it and being a security vendor, that's what we'll be bringing back, as I said, later this week. We also have the ability, to do deployment history and configuration reports, and also deployment versions. Now, one of the key things is that there is a security IKEv2 tunnel. Now, many APs say they can do VPN connectivities, but where we're actually strong with our VPN technology, we're using IKEv2, which is a lot faster and more secure. This means that you're able to create a VPN from an AP that a user can connect to. So it can be, as you can see here, a single user in a home office where you've given him an AP, and that will allow him to actually connect to that and create a full tunnel all the way back to a cloud managed firewall back at the corporate center. But it also means that, like branch office down here, it could be a remote Regis office or something on that site where you can't actually put a firewall in, and you can put an AP in, and that will then create the same V2 VPN all the way back through to the corporate office. So it actually means that where those devices fire up, open up, they automatically connect to the corporate network like they normally do, VPN through and keeping their data nice and secure. And with that, we also have a very basic landing page that you can actually enforce as well. This will develop more as the time goes on. How you actually use or pay for our cloud licensing is very simple. It's based on, first off, you take the base hardware, you choose your term licensing, or you can go for the MSSP way, where you actually take the APs and you pay for it on a monthly contract, or pay for it points over a period of time. We only have 2 licenses that we'll ever put on our APs to making it simple and easy to use. So from here, we can actually see with using our standard Wi-Fi, these are the current areas that we will allow you to have with standard support. Basically everything that you need just to get started with Wi-Fi. For those that want that extra key functionalities like syslog, IKEv2 wrap, captive portals, 30 days worth of visible, and also our security Wi-Fi when that comes available in the next 2 to 3 months, that will actually be turned on using our USP Wi-Fi. One of the key things I like to talk about is the USP side of things, is where we're now going to start integrating the Wi-Fi with our firewalls, with our endpoints, and also with our authentication side. So allowing the USP to actually talk and actually help to protect the network. And this is something we should be doing. With the access points that we have in our portfolio, we have 3 primarily out at the moment. So we start off with our low density one, the AP130. This is actually all our AP supports the wrap. It's 0-day deploy and is ideal for the small and remote office and meeting rooms. Then we come into our mid-density one, which is our AP330. Same again, as you can see, supports all the same features. And there's one thing that we've actually tried to make sure that all our APs will support all the services going all the way through. So our ruggedized AP, this is our 4x4 one. That one is a bit of a monster, as you can understand. I forgot to say, on the 330, that has a 2.5 gigabit interface on there. All our APs are PoE+. The low density one is only a 1 gig, but also PoE+. The ruggedized one is actually a 5 gig interface and supports PoE+ as well. And then on the 5th of April, we release our high density one, the AP432. That will be our 4x4. That has a 2.5 gigabit interface on there. And as you know, high density means that it will actually handle more devices and is probably better, as we can see. I've been actually playing with one at the moment. And I think Alex Caro from Purdicom has been playing with his, and I'm pleased to say the results have been very good. So as I said, Wi-Fi Cloud is just not just a single pane of glass for you to not only just manage your Wi-Fi. You can also manage the firewalls that you need, and you can also manage, the authentication and our endpoint from there. Also means that you're able to have the control in one place and also do the asset tagging in one place. So no longer have to have multiple locations, multiple places to actually manage things. So we keep it very simple. Why? Because at the end of the day, you have plenty of other things that you need to do. Well, you wanted to have good quality Wi-Fi for your customers. At the same time, you want to have one place where you can actually manage it and not actually sit there going, do I need this portal? Do I need that portal? Do I need to connect to something? So with WatchGuard Cloud, it is in one place for you to manage it all. And that's one of the assets of it. So I've probably gone through it rather quickly, but I mean, we now get to any questions. So Josh, has any questions come in?
Not at the moment. However, I have a list of questions from customers who couldn't be on this call, Martin. You'll be pleased to know. So I'll kick off with that. So the first question I have was, what happens to an access point if the license expires, but the end user has not yet renewed it?
Okay, that's a quite interesting one, because a lot of people always think that we're going to be like Meraki, where we're going to actually turn the APs off and be mean. We're not like that in any shape or form. What we do is we'll allow the AP to carry on working. And what we'll do is we'll actually allow you to change your actual your password. You won't be able to add another SSID for obvious reasons, but what we'll do is you can change a password, because at the end of the day, we're a security company and we want to make sure that you're not hindered, because it could be the case that you need to change that password quite quickly because something's happened. So the APs will carry on working no matter what, and you'll be able to change the pre-shared key if you're using a pre-shared key. But you just won't be able to make any changes or add another SSID if required. All right. And as far as I remember, the VPNs will all carry on working as well. So we're not that evil either.
Thanks for that, Martin. That's great. We'll just keep the lines open for a few more minutes to allow you to get your questions in. But just while we're waiting for that, like I said, Martin, I have a couple of other questions from some of our customers. So one actually asks, are WatchGuard going to include Wi-Fi 6E?
That's a good one. So Wi-Fi 6E is like the buzzword in the everyone is sort of like talking about it. Are you going to do it? Are we going to have it? Well, look, the commitment is yes, we are going to have a Wi-Fi 6E. In fact, I'm pleased to say there is one in development right now. That Wi-Fi 6E, I'm going to say, will not be out until next year. The only reason for that is, as we all know, there's a lovely chip crisis going on, and it's making life a little bit interesting for us vendors out there. But the good news is that we've managed to secure the stock that we need to actually make that AP. And that AP should come, I would say, probably the beginning of next year. So that is where we're going to go.
Perfect. No, thank you for that. And just a final one that I have written down is, are WatchGuard going to introduce a wall plate?
The wall plate. Now, the wall plate was meant to be out round about now. And that lovely chip crisis did make life a little bit more sticky. But the great news is it's back on track. So we are looking to August to actually have the wall plate. We're also going to possibly have another external one as well. So this is showing the commitment to our Wi-Fi 6 portfolio, that we're expanding it. And actually the wall plate, one of the things, I just realized I've not got my camera on. Josh, you never told me. We also have, one of the things is a desktop stand that works across all the APs, and it's designed to work with the new wall plate as well. And I suppose I should also say is it does come with all the accessories for the T-bars are all included in the box. So you don't have to pay for any extra accessories. Wall mounts, T-bars, that's all in the box with it as well. But yes, the wall plate is definitely coming.
Perfect. No, thanks very much for clarifying that, Martin. I don't believe we have any other questions. Just checking. No, we don't. Yeah, thanks very much for that, Martin. Really insightful. And I'm sure the attendees also appreciate that. So just wanted to say thanks very much for everyone for joining. If you do have any questions that you may not have thought of now, but then you realize there is a question, you can always feel free to reach out to myself or Martin. What I'll actually do is, following from this webinar, we'll send out an email to everyone who's registered, and my contact details and Martin's will be on that. So if there isn't any other questions, which nope, there isn't, I'd just like to say from myself and Martin, thank you very much for attending and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.